have a special guest. This is our client, Chrissy, who has rocked her body transformation as a working mom. And she started in good shape and now is just, head turning. Like, how do you look like that? But I wanted to bring her on because her mindset is so like the wind beneath her sails. And like I said, she was already in good shape, already had good health habits, but there were some changes that we made to help her get the results that she really wanted in a sustainable way as a working mom. So I want to bring Chrissy on because if you can see and learn from her, like what she changed, how she's doing it, that helps your own success. So, Chrissy, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to do this.
I'm so excited. I'm like, people get to know you. Like, this is just so
Yay.
fabulous. So, I wanted to start a little bit before your journey.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about a little bit like what's, what you've been doing, etc. So, I wanted to ask before you started, like, what were your goals? Because it's not like everything was a disaster when you started. Like, you had some good things going, but tell us, like, where you were and where you wanted to be.
Sure. So before I started, I really wanted to I wanted to build more muscle and I really wanted to like tighten and tone and shape my body. So previously I was working out like 7 days a week. I was lifting weights and doing cardio, not lifting super heavy weights, like 10, 15 pounds, and just kind of trying a bunch of different workouts. And I would say I was in shape in the sense that like I was at a healthy weight and I worked out regularly, but my body didn't look the way that I wanted it to look. I didn't have like the muscle definition I was looking for. And I felt like I was kind of like trying all the things and couldn't really figure it out.
Yeah. Oh, I hear you. I was so there too. I was like, it was the 7 days a week thing. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
rest day, that's gonna put me behind. That was my old mindset.
same.
What do you feel like was holding you back? Now, obviously, you have more of like a now I know this lens, but do you remember
Yeah.
what you thought was holding you back then?
So back then, I knew that there must be like some kind of strategy that I was missing because I feel like, you look at all these people on Instagram, they're fitness models and personal trainers, and they seem to have something figured out that clearly, like, whatever I was doing just wasn't working. I also knew like nutrition was part of it. I ate like healthy-ish. I watched my calories, so I certainly wasn't going like above and beyond what I should have been eating. I wasn't gaining a lot of weight, but I was eating like more processed foods than I do now. So I also had like some sort of inclination that it was probably a combination of the type of workouts I was doing, and then maybe I needed to focus on nutrition, which is not my favorite thing to focus on. I'd much rather focus on the workouts.
I love the honesty. Yeah, I remember that too. It's like, what do they know that I don't know? What are they doing? And then I even started with a few people in the past, and I'm like, wait a second, this can't be right. And it wasn't anyway. But
Yeah.
let's see. What did you think would like finally help you? It's like, what do I need to get where I want to go?
I I figured that I needed someone who I was working with probably one-on-one because anything I had tried in the past was sort of like it was like either an online program. Like I had done like the Tone It Up workouts. I had done Beachbody. I did Pure Barre for a while. Like I literally did it all because I like to work out. So it
Yeah.
was also just like I would get bored. So I would try new things. But I figured I probably needed to work with someone who was putting together workouts like made for my body and my goals because just kind of doing like all the random things wasn't really producing the results that I was looking for.
Yes. So, what were some of the key changes that we made? Like, what do you think has helped you unlock your
Yeah.
results?
Definitely lifting heavy weights. I was like very nervous to do that in the beginning because I was like, no, I will get bulky. And I remember you were like, you won't. And now, like, I think that's probably been the biggest thing that's changed my body. Like, I am doing primarily heavy weightlifting. Now even working with a barbell with Coach Lindsay, which I am loving because it's just challenging me in ways that I haven't worked out in a long time. I was mostly doing dumbbells, which like obviously those are fine too, but it's just a completely different type of workout. So I think lifting heavy was really key for me. Reducing the cardio days, as crazy as that sounds, and as nervous as that made me, it really helped move the needle. And then definitely the macro tracking too, because when I had never tracked macros before. I was only tracking calories. And so I realized I was not eating nearly enough protein to really even build muscle at all. Like I was basically, I would work out, work out, work out. The workouts weren't strategic. And then I also, on top of that, wasn't eating enough protein to even sustain any kind of muscle. So I think putting all of those pieces together, is what was really the biggest difference for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. It's like muscle up, inflammation down, body fat down.
Yes.
Like I remember when I shifted and like I was just floored. I'm like, I feel like I'm working out less and getting better results, which was the truth. Um,
Right.
your shoulders, I was looking at your
Oh my
transformation
God.
photos. I'm like, ciao. Anyway,
I'm
I was
so
on
excited.
like, dang, those are Insta worthy. I'm like, those look phenomenal. But how
Why,
are
thank
you
you.
feeling? I know you're on your journey and you've made a lot of progress, and we're still excited about where you're headed. But how are you feeling about the results and the changes that you're seeing and feeling?
I feel great. I love the changes that I'm seeing in my body. So you talked about like my shoulder definition, but even like my abs are more defined. My like I've never had a booty before, and I feel like my entire like
Oh,
backside is different than it was before.
yeah.
So I feel better and I feel stronger too, which like is always a good thing, and I feel more comfortable in my body. So I'm just like looking forward to just sort of building on where I am now and continuing down this same road.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm curious, do you feel like this is sustainable for you? I like to just be super honest about like how it's fitting in your schedule and your life.
Yeah, no, it is definitely sustainable. I mean, I'm working out um fewer hours than I was before. I think each of my workouts now it's like what 3 strength training days a week, and they're probably all 35 to 45 minutes. Then I have 2 cardio days, but like right now I'm doing sprints. So those cardio days are over in like 10 minutes. Um, but it's the workouts are very sustainable because you can fit them into a busy schedule. There's also like you're not eating a specific meal plan, so you can eat what you want, but stay within your macros. For me, obviously, the nutrition, and probably for a lot of people, has been the hardest part because I have had to make a habit of meal prepping, which is important to making sure you have healthy food on hand. So I think that's been the biggest challenge for me. But I'm not a big cook.
Mhm.
And I've managed to be able to do it. So I think probably other people can do it as well. So it's much more sustainable than the path that I was on before.
Mhm. Yeah. Thanks for, I like being just honest with people. But that's so funny. I had no idea you did the tone it up workouts. I remember doing some of their
All the
programs.
time.
Oh my gosh. One of their meal plans was like 1,200 calories, one piece,
Yes.
and then one of them was like 1,800 calories. And I remember being so confused. And then I felt so bad about having like a tiny little graham cracker. I'm like, this isn't clean. Oh no. I'm like, what kind of life is this? I was so
Right. And
confused.
you're like buying the like proteins and all the things. And I feel like I eat more now than
Mhm,
I did then, but it's just better food. Like I'm not hungry.
mhm.
Before, I feel like I was, trying not to eat a lot and trying to eat healthy and just kind of hungry like all the time.
Yeah, yeah, same. And then in between programs, I'm like up on
Yeah,
the scale. I'm
exactly.
like, like couldn't hang
Or
on.
weekends, it's like you
Yeah.
go off the deep end.
terrible. Yeah, and then you feel terrible Monday, plus bloated, guilty and
Yes,
bloated. Not the vibe.
not the vibe.
What's something you've gotten out of this that you didn't expect?
Ooh. Well, actually, you got me into tapping.
Oh,
I've always been into like mindset work.
okay.
But I think like before doing this program, I didn't totally realize like how interconnected the mindset part of building healthy habits and getting fit is. So I have like really enjoyed the mindset portion of what you do, like the tapping videos, working on like beliefs. It's like hard to make sustainable changes if you're not also changing the way you're thinking. So I think that for me was a surprise to see those two things come together in a fitness program, but it's one that I really liked.
Music to my soul, because I know that's true. If I could compare it, it's like yes, we need to do the nutrition and workouts, of
Yes.
course, but it's like if you have a mindset that's working against you, it's like it makes it uphill.
Yes.
So you're like, oh crap, you
Yeah.
keep falling back, you keep falling back. But if you get your mindset right, it's like, oh, we get on
Yep.
level ground. You can make your mindset so good in some places that it feels like it's like downhill. You're like, oh, I got this. Now that takes
Yeah,
some time.
exactly.
But
Yeah, I love that.
yeah, we gotta there's so many things making it so much harder for women just with their mindset beliefs. And a lot of it's come from our old dieting, like just experiences and what we
Yeah.
it's just it can be so much
Right.
better.
Relearning what it means to be healthy and what your ideas of health are is just like all part of the journey.
Yeah. Ugh, props. Love hearing about the tapping. Okay, cool. So, is there anything else you'd want, I would say, another woman to know who's like thinking about joining us or investing in coaching like this?
So I would say, I mean, I have had the best experience. I would recommend, working with Jessica to anyone, but also, I think fitness, like anything else in any area of your life, typically if you're looking to like level up somewhere, you have to make an investment. So I would say like this isn't any different. And if you were able to achieve the results that you wanted to achieve with the skills that you have, you would have done it by now. So it makes sense to invest and work with someone who can help you build the skills that you need to get those results and maintain them over time.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm
Yeah.
so aligned with coaching. I'm like, you piggyback off somebody's knowledge.
Yes.
And it's like, oh, teach me the ways. Okay, cool. But we have to make it, a journey for you. So we customize it to you. And it's been a
Yeah.
joy working with you. You're a dream. You're like, what do I need to do? Let's freaking go. I'll be resourceful. Oh, I'll do
Let's
that work too.
go.
I'm like, yep, this
Yeah,
is
well, the
why.
accountability is key too. I mean, having to do that check-in every week, like, I don't want to have to tell anyone that, I slipped up or my photos don't look good, but you guys are awesome and you help like problem solve in the moment too. So I think that's like really key, just even having someone to learn from and then someone to help you, try to build those habits and work through challenges.
100%. I'm Lots of people will start if they're flying solo, it's like they'll rock it for so many weeks. And we
Yep.
really help women to get over the hump because that's naturally going to happen. It's like,
Yeah.
whether it's 3 days or 3 weeks, people have their own, like, oh, this is where
Right.
I let myself off the hook or life
Yep.
happens. And it's like, this is a year-round thing. Like, this is just a way
Yeah.
you live and think as far as
Yep.
prioritizing your health. And so it's really, as a coach, those moments are coming where it's like they start
Oh,
off super motivated and then
yeah.
they hit their own hump of like when they normally start to like fizzle a little bit. We help
Yeah.
bridge that so they don't, not that you would fizzle, but you get a little bit lax.
Yeah. It's
No.
not new and exciting anymore. So like you're committed in the beginning and then, the more life sort of hits, you're like,
Yeah.
"Meh."
Yeah. And then that's when other
Yeah,
people will do a new shiny object. It's like, well, I
exactly.
haven't done the cortisol gummies. Oh, I haven't done. Oh my gosh, there's a new thing every
Right,
quarter. What is the new
right.
thing? Oh, sea moss. Sea moss.
Oh.
It reduces your inflammation to help with cortisol face. I'm like, oh my gosh, shut up.
Yeah, I know. But you bring up a good point too, that like you do need to stick to it
hmm
because I do think that's like another part of what I was doing wrong on my own is just trying a whole bunch of things, but then not like sticking with one thing long enough to like, actually see results. That's it.
Exactly. Yeah, it's so true. Yeah, we have you guys have so much going on. I have so much going on. It's nice to have that weekly, like, okay,
Yeah.
this doesn't fall off the plate. Either I
Yep.
like, you can't go too far off track if you do a weekly check-in with a coach.
Right. Right.
You know,
Exactly.
it's like, okay, it can only get so bad in one week.
Right.
Then you're like,
You can course correct.
so funny. All right, cool. Any last things? I don't know. What are you excited about moving forward? So we still have like some months together. I'm so pumped.
Yeah, I am excited about the 4 week shred that I'm gonna do. And Coach Lindsay is gonna reset my diet and help me even eliminate more processed foods, which I know is gonna challenge me in like a completely different way, but I'm excited. So,
Oh my gosh, I'm on one right now. It's week 3. I'm
ooh, how's it
loving
going?
it. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
do you
Yeah.
feel different?
I do. And
Yeah.
my frame for mine was like, I want to make sustainable changes. If I
Yes.
could do like a shred, I've done them before where they're
Yes.
not sustainable. And I'm like,
Right.
I don't want to lose, a couple percent body fat and then just gain it back.
Right.
So we're doing it in a way that it's like, this is sustainable and let's
That's
just
great.
lean it out. And I'm so satisfied and full and loving the food and hitting PRs 3 lifts a week. I'm like, this is the
Nice.
life. Like,
All
oh, I
right, well,
don't
I'm
have to work out
excited.
today. So easy. Okay, cool. Like if the lifts are only 3 a week, I go into the
Yeah,
workout. No, I'll be honest, sometimes I'm still like, here we go. Okay, workout time. I'm not like I'm always a little bit scared when you're trying to hit PRs.
yeah.
Beanie, I don't know, maybe. Whatever. Everybody's human. I feel fear. I go anyway. Um, uh, but it's nice that it's just 3 times a week. Like the people,
Yeah,
anyway, everybody has their own rhythm. I'm not saying everybody in the program does 3 times a week, but for me,
right.
it's like my sweet, joyful place where I get a good
Yeah.
workout. My body's not so fatigued from the past workout.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Your workouts are stronger. Like, I like
Yes.
that too. Yeah. I mean, working out 7 days a week was like, you're just tired all the time.
Yeah. Tired, a little bit sore. And then I was
Yeah.
getting thoughts like, is this too much? Like, do I have a life? Like, this isn't
Yeah.
cool.
Right. Am I actually doing something good or bad for my
Like,
body?
exactly. So it's finding that balance. Alrighty.
All
This was
right.
amazing. Any last words before we go? Thank you so much for sharing your
Oh,
insights.
yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well,
All
thank you.
right. Bye.
Have a good one.
See ya.